We're scared to death of him. We don't know what Rivers is capable of. I feel like I'm in an abusive relationship with my 15-year-old son.
I cannot let him see me have this phone or he'll rip it out of my hand and throw it across the room.
We're scared to death of him. We don't know what Rivers is capable of.
It's almost as if he wants to use the most hurtful words that he can.
Bitch!
If I cry, he'll say, "Shut up, you."
Shut the fuck, you.
Me?
Yes, dumbass. Stop crying all the time.
He'll say, "Leave me alone, you slut, you dumb blonde. Quit bothering me, you bitch." I get called a bitch a million times a day. Go kill yourself. Go sit in the middle of the road and let a car run you over.
My son called me a
saying I'll never have any social life because you...
I went up to him and I said, "What did you say?" He said, "I called you a
You think I like men? I could knock your teeth in your mouth. Don't you ever call me a
Do it."
And he went, "I'd love to see you try."
He has slammed the door in my face and caused me to have a bloody eye, and his reasoning was, you shouldn't have your face at the door.
He's pushed me onto the hood of the car. He's pushed me through his closet doors. I fell down and he was pointing at me. He said, "Don't with me. I know how to fight." He's 6'2", he's 15, he's physically bigger than me. I have completely lost control of my son.
Now, Angie and Hunter have stopped forcing Rivers to go to school. They just gave up. They're just waiting, I guess, for the courts to step in. Take a look.
Rivers started missing school consistently about 2 years ago.
You need to go to school.
Stop pouting. You're not a fragile little kid.
Rivers last went to school 27 days ago. So next year, he should be in the 11th grade, but he's gonna be in 9th grade again. Rivers.
No.
You gotta go to school.
No.
Law.
No.
I have called the cops 5 times to try to get Rivers just to go to school.
We'll call the cops.
I am no longer calling the cops on Rivers because he is not afraid.
No.
Cops are not dumb.
Yes, they're so dumb. Oh my God, shut up.
He has said, I don't care about the cops. He lives in his room.
He's been living there for 3 weeks now, locked up like a caged animal, and comes out to eat and then goes back to his room and locks himself up.
He plays video games from midnight till 7 in the morning, and then he sleeps from 7:30 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon. We have tried punishing him. If I take River's cell phone away as a consequence, I better be able to run fast, because when he catches me, he takes my wrist as hard as he can and just tries to rotate it as if just trying to break your bone in half. We have thrown our hands up in the air and we call truce. Nothing works.
It's called consequences, Rivers.
I can clean my room, bitch!
So we just don't discipline anymore. Nothing makes a difference.
It makes life tolerable.
I am very worried that Rivers could harm me or my husband, and I think he would, and he wouldn't be remorseful. It's like we're going down this long journey with no road map, and we don't know where to turn.
It sounds to me like you guys have just given up.
That's one thing that I have resigned myself to when I decided to have children, that I would never, ever give up. I just feel helpless at times. He passed me in height and size, and he's so brazen, and he doesn't have boundaries. He doesn't have any limits. I do, as a father. I'm not going to cross certain lines.
Well, if you had really drawn the line in the sand when he was 4, 5, or 6, this would be a lot easier than it is right now when you're saying, okay, listen to me.
Yes, sir.
Right? But you said you would never give up. I read every word that you say. I listened to a lot of it. I went through and pulled out a lot of terms that I think seeing in one place might mean something to you.
Okay.
No consequence, doing everything that he says he needs, unable to follow through, giving up, lenient, just let it happen. I mean, all of these are just suggest to me that you've caved.
The giving up came whenever Rivers became so violent and we became fearful of him.